Welcome back to the channel. So today we will be solving this monthly percentage difference interview problem. It was asked in Amazon, and here they have mentioned this as hard category problem, but I think it is not hard. It is a medium category problem, and there are a lot of things or concept to learn in this problem. So do watch the video till the end. And so if you see here, we have been given only one table, the transaction table, and we need to find the output. So this is the expected output basically, where we need the year month column and the difference in the revenue, like the monthly difference in the revenue. So if you see here this is the input. So in the input we can see that we have a lot of data over here. So what I have done, like for a better understanding, we will discuss this problem on a smaller data set. This is the data set, right? So for this input, this is the output. We will solve this in DEwithDhairy console, and then we will copy paste that particular code on this website to see if our code is working on a larger data set also or not, right? So let me explain you the input and output, then the things would be clear, right? And the challenge also. So this is the input basically, where we have the ID created at value and purchase ID, and we need these two column, month, year, and the percentage revenue difference, right? So let me go through the challenge. Given a table of purchase by date, calculate the month over month percentage change in revenue. Okay, percentage change in the revenue. So basically I picked this problem because the formula which we will be using here will be used in a lot of question I have seen where this formula get used, right? Percentage change basically. So that's why this problem become a very generic problem and important problem which covers a lot of question. So in a very big problem also, if this problem can fit, where this can be a smaller piece of problem in that very big problem. So that's why this problem is very important. The output should include the year, month, date, and the percentage change rounded to the second decimal point, and the sorted from the beginning to the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Okay, we need to sort basically on the date column, right? And we need to find the percentage change. Okay, we will see how to calculate this percentage change, but before that let's see the input and output. So if we see here, we have, like, for the January month we have two records, and we have this two value is nothing but a profit, you can say, over here. And similarly for February we have three record, and March we have two records, right? And in the output, if you can see here, we have format like this: year and month. We don't have date. So basically we need to find at this level, like year and month level, right? And this is the percentage revenue difference. So let me explain you how to calculate the percentage, then we will check how we can. So if you so what is your percentage in the 10th standard? Let me know. So if it is 94%, so how we calculate percentage basically? It is like, out of 500 marks, let's say you got 470 marks. So your percentage will be 94%. So this is what? This is out of marks, and this is marks you got in examination, right? Similarly here, what we need to find? Monthly percentage change, right? So change word is involved, right? And we need to find month by month. So it's like, for January there is no previous month, so for this one we cannot have any percentage change, right? For February, how we can find? We can write revenue generated in the month of February minus revenue generated in the month of January, divide by January revenue, right? So this will be our percentage change. Similarly for March, how we can find? Revenue generated in the month of March, like the current month, minus previous month upon previous month into 100. So this is how we will calculate the percentage change. So this formula you will see in a lot of questions, right? So let me write the generic formula over here. So we can write percentage change in revenue. We can write current month minus previous month upon previous month, and here we can write 100, right? So this is what we need to apply over here. So can you observe a few things here? Previous month is involved. Can you think any window function? Yes, we need to use lag. Like we can use lag over here to find the previous month salary and not salary, revenue, and then we can subtract it from the current month, and we will get the percentage change, right? And one more trick is over here. So basically we need to remove this date part from here, right? We don't want these part. We need till this part, right? And if you can see here, so basically at each month level we need, right, month level. So what we will do, we will group the data and find the sum of this value column, and this will give for each and every month level for each year, and then we will generate a lag. So let me write the steps in which we will be solving this. So first we will group the data, group by uh, year, month, and get monthly revenue, right? So this will get the monthly revenue. Second, what we will do, we will find previous month revenue. How we will find? Using lag window function. Third, we will use generic formula to get our answer, right? So let's see how like the code will look like after applying these things, right? So let me start from here. So this is our data. So we will start, select from, this is the table, and we can write star. Okay, so first of all we need to extract the year and month. So basically I am solving this in postgre. So there we have to care like inbuilt function. So in the other databases you can have or you can check the corresponding built-in function to get the year and month from the date column, right? So we can write uh, okay, we can write over here from which column we need to extract. So we need to write created created at, and the format in which we want. So we want year and then we want month, right? So we can write this as year month, right? Let me run this. Okay, now you can see the here we have this particular column. Now we don't want this column, right? Now since we have this, now the next thing was to get the monthly revenue, right? How we will get the monthly revenue? So to get a monthly revenue, what we can do, we can group the data on this column and sum up this, right? This will give us the revenue or a profit which was generated in year 2029 February month, right? Similarly for March and January we can do. So what we will write, okay, we can, what we can do, we can put this in the CT basically. Let me extract the column which we need. So we need year month, this column, and the value column, right? We don't need ID column and neither we need a purchase column, right? So what we can do, so this is year month, and this the second column we can extract is value, right? And this we can put in the CT. So we can write with CT. So this is not required basically putting this in the CT, but for a better understanding I am writing the code like this in a very uh, okay. So we have this. Okay, now the next thing is grouping the data. So we will write group by year month, and for each year month we will get the sum of value, right? Sum of value is nothing but monthly revenue, and let me run this. So okay, this is the monthly revenue basically. For January we have this much, for February we have this much, right? Okay, so the next thing was, let me see the steps. So this step number one is done. Next step is getting the previous month. So basically this is what? This is the current month salary, like monthly salary, or we can write the current month revenue basically for right. So here we got current month revenue. Now we need the previous month, right? So let me put this in the CT so that it is very much easy for us to understand. So we can write select from CT1, and we can have star and then previous month. So we can write lag of this column current month over, we don't have to partition, right? We already have the data at the month level for each year, so we can write order by year month column, right? And by default this is in the ascending order, so we don't have to write anything, and we can write previous month revenue, and we can just run this. Okay, now you can see here for January there was no previous month, so we have null. And for February, this is the uh, previous month salary, right? Revenue 349, so we have over here. And similarly for this one, the revenue is this one, right? Okay, so again this we can put in the CT, so we can write CT2 as, we will like break this problem as much as we can, right? So that we don't have any doubts. At initial stage of practice we should do like this, but later once you have confidence, then you can do the all these things in sing one way, like one go basically. You don't have to create these much CT. So I think this is done. Now we just need to apply the formula. So generic formula was current month minus previous month divided by previous month. So let me do this. So we can write star and current month. So current month column is this minus previous month. Let me grab this previous month. We can put this in the bracket into 100 divided by previous month, right? And let's put everything this in the bracket. Okay, and this we can write percentage change, right? And let me run this. Okay, now you can see we are getting. So if you have noticed this thing, like this entire thing is an integer, and the denominator is also integer, so we will get the integer only. So to avoid this we can have this in the decimal, so that we will get the value in decimal. So now you can see we have 14.38 and 188.39. Like basically in the month of March we had more than 100% of profit basically. Okay, so the next thing is we are getting this decimal, like a lot of values after the decimal, so we need to bring this to the two decimal point, and this is what the ask was, second decimal point basically. So for this one what we can do, we can just have a round over here. So we can have round of, okay, let me put one more bracket over here. So round comma 2, so we want 2 till 2 decimal places, that's why 2, right? Let me run this. Okay, now we can see 188.36 14.38, and I think this was the output 188 and 14.38. I think we got our required output, but we don't want now these two columns, right? Current, these two columns, so we can just select the required column. So now you can see we have got our required output, and I think we had to sort this on the like date column, right? So what we can do, we can write over here order by year month, right? and let me run this. I think this is our final code. I have copied this and let's paste it over here. So let me paste this, um, and I think we need to change the table name. So our table name would be this. Let me run this now. Okay, this ran successfully, and let me try submitting this. Nice, this got submitted. So yes, this was the problem basically. And if you like this content, please do like, subscribe, share the channel. I will provide the create statement. You can try it with a smaller data set also, and then you can also do the way I have done, right? So let's meet in the next problem. Until then,